You ever get that feeling? You know that little nagging suspicion that you're just stuck in a loop? You wake up, you go to work, you scroll on your phone, you try to sleep, and then you just do it all over again the next day. Well, what if I told you that feeling is nothing new, and that the key to shattering that cycle comes from a 16th century philosopher who, and I'm not kidding, basically found a cheat code for reality itself? All right, let's get into it.
So I'm going to start with a pretty blunt question, but just hear me out. Does your life ever feel like it's running on a pre-written script?
If you've ever played a video game, you know what an NPC is, right? A non-player character. They walk the same paths, they say the same few lines of dialogue, and they basically exist just to fill out the world for the real player. Their whole life is just one predictable, repeating loop. Does that sound a little too familiar?
I mean, the parallel is kind of shocking when you see it laid out like this. On the left, you've got the modern daily grind. Wake up, commute, work, mindlessly scroll through your phone, can't sleep, and then repeat. And on the right, that's the classic NPC script. It's the same fixed patrol route, the same limited interactions every single day. It's a total dead-end loop.
But here's the twist. The solution to this super modern feeling problem, it comes from a place you would never ever expect. We got to go back about 500 years to meet the guy who hacked the system. We have to zero in on one single crucial year, 1513. We're in a super remote part of China called Longchang, where this exiled philosopher, a guy named Wang Yangming, was spending his days just studying like crazy. But sometime that year, all that studying led to this earth-shattering moment. He was about to find a glitch in his own reality. So while he's poring over these ancient texts, Wang starts noticing these weird patterns. Characters in the writing were repeating themselves with this unnatural regularity. Think of it like a video game that reuses the same rock or tree texture over and over to save on memory. Then he started watching the local woodcutters. Every day, they walked the exact same path down the mountain. And if he tried to talk to them, they'd only ever give one of 3 canned responses. It was like they were scripted. He was literally seeing the code behind the curtain of his world. And then, one night, it happened. His writings call it a great enlightenment in the middle of the night. It just all clicked into place. He didn't just see the glitches anymore. He suddenly understood what they meant. He had figured out the secret to the entire system. But here's the most important part of the story. Wang Yangming didn't just collapse in despair. He didn't just accept being an NPC. No, he did what any good hacker would do. He figured out how to get admin privileges. So his first big breakthrough was identifying what he called Tianli, which translates to the heavenly principle. In our little metaphor here, this is the universe's source code. It's the fundamental programming, the basic rules that govern all of reality. But his second discovery? Oh, this one was even more of a game changer. He calls it Liangji, or innate knowledge. Okay, so if the universe is the program, then this is your admin key. It's the power built right into your own mind to not just read the source code, but to actually rewrite it. And that is the crucial point right there. The system, the world, it might try to force you into a loop, but you are not just some mindless piece of code. You have the power to change your own script, because that superuser key isn't hidden in some mountain or in some ancient book. It's already inside your own mind.
Okay, so you have the admin key. That's awesome, but how do you actually use it? Well, Wang Yangming didn't just leave us with a cool theory. He laid out a practical 4-step process to literally hack your own reality. He broke it all down into 4, let's call them executable commands. 4 lines of code that you can run yourself to bust out of your programming and finally seize control of the system. So let's run through this hack step by step. First step, practice on matters. This is all about consciously injecting change into your daily loops. If your job feels mind-numbing, find a new way to do a task. Add a variable. Challenge yourself. Break the script on purpose. Step 2, break the inner thief. This is huge. You got to find that mental malware, all the fear, the self-doubt, the distractions that society installed in you, and you have to actively delete those files. 3, all things are one. This is a total perspective shift. Stop asking tiny questions like, oh, what should I do today? Ask a much bigger, better question. Would the hero of this story hesitate right now? And that, of course, leads us to the final and most powerful command of all. This is Zixing Hai, the unity of knowledge and action. In this, right here, is the core of the entire hack.
What it means is that real knowledge is the action itself. Knowing you should lose weight is completely meaningless. But putting on your running shoes right now, not tomorrow, not next week, that is true knowing. You use immediate, decisive action to overwrite the system's default programs of anxiety and procrastination.
And you're not going to believe this, but modern science actually backs this up. A study out of Tokyo University used fMRI brain scans and found that when you get into this state, your brain gets a huge boost of chemicals like anandamide. They sometimes call it the bliss molecule, which can literally enhance your perception of reality. It's like you're unlocking an HD mode for your own life. It's wild. So what does this all add up to? What's the endgame? It means shifting your entire identity. You stop being a passive character in someone else's story, and you become the active creator of your own. It's about becoming your own god inside your own reality.
Just look at the difference here. The NPC is trapped, totally controlled, defined by fear and self-doubt. They are completely passive. They just wait around for the player to come give them a quest. But the admin breaks the loops, rewrites the code, is driven by their own purpose, and is fundamentally proactive. They don't wait for quests, they create them.
Look, the world might feel like a simulation sometimes. It might feel like a grind. But your experiences, your pain, your joy, those things are absolutely real. And the one tool you have, the one super user permission that can never ever be taken away from you, is your own mind. It's the only thing that can truly transcend the system's limits. So that leaves us with just one final question. If your mind really is the key, if it's the master password that can rewrite your reality and smash that loop you're in for good, are you finally ready to use it?